you've been trying to make dropshipping work, but every store, product, and ad fails time after time, you're not alone. I've been in this game for over 8 years, from the easy money era to now where the old playbook is completely dead. Here are the issues with dropshipping right now. The ad costs are up, your competition is getting smarter, and what used to work back in 2020 or 2022 is what's keeping beginners from succeeding. This is the last dropshipping guide that you'll ever need. I'm going to be showing you guys the exact strategy to use going into 2026, and it's the same strategy that I'm using right now. Now, before we get into the video, guys, if you appreciate me making this high quality educational content, make sure you smash the like button. There will be a 500 like goal, and once we hit that goal, I will leave a present for you guys in the pinned comment and in the description below. So as you guys can see on my computer screen, I've made this comprehensive Miro board that's going to go over this whole video today in step-by-step format. So you can see here from head to toe, this is a complete step-by-step guide. And if I zoom into this Miro board, you can see I go into great detail. Now, don't worry, guys, I'm actually going to be going through this with you guys step by step to make sure that you're using the correct way in 2026 when it comes to dropshipping. Now, the first thing that we need to get right is finding a winning product. Now, we're not going to use one of those old BS methods. We're actually going to be using the latest and greatest method. Now, this is going to be by going over to ChatGPT, and don't worry, we're not going to be using one of those old ways of using it. We're actually going to use a new way ChatGPT's come out with. If you click the plus icon, you're going to see shopping research. Now, this is a new feature they've come out with, and it is so powerful. Now, I was able to get access to this early because I'm on their plus plan, so I get their new features early, and I've been using it for a while now, and it is insane. Now, let me quickly explain how this works. So Google and ChatGPT have partnered up where Google now gives ChatGPT information based on shopping on Google and also SEO. So if you ask ChatGPT a prompt, it will then go from the shopping and research and find you relevant stuff. Now, technically, this is meant to be used as a consumer looking to buy a product, but we're going to reverse engineer it to find us a winning product. Now, the good news is I've done the hard work for you. I've even given you the prompt here. So the prompt reads, find real products in the USA niche, health and wellness that have shown clear increase in demand in the last 30 days. Show me top trending products, their demand change, and why are they rising? Now, if you guys want to, you can adjust or change these prompts. It's completely down to you. So if you want to do it for the pet niche, if you want to be a little bit more specific, you can change this prompt however you want. Now, I'm going to be using the base prompt, and make sure you've got shopping and research turned on, and then you're simply going to click send. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get asked a few different questions. So desired budget range. Now, if you want to, you can actually select all of these, and that's what I'm going to be doing, and click continue. And then it says here preferred product types. Now, I'm not going to want to do supplements because we don't want to be doing digestible products as a dropshipper. So we're going to ignore that one and click wellness gadgets, and we're going to do fitness tech and then click continue. And then it says here main wellness priorities. We're going to do fitness, stress relief, and click continue. And once we've answered those questions, it's now going to go out there and find all of those products that meet that criteria. And you're even going to get this preview window that shows you, and you can click preview and rate so that you can do it in live time. So you can actually see the research it's doing in live time. Now what's happening is it's showing me a list of different products that it's finding and letting me know if this is something that I'm interested in. So for example, this one here, I'm not interested in. So I could go to, let's say, something like style. Then it showed me this fitness smart ring, and I'm saying more like this. So it'll basically show you a list of different products, and you can click whether you're interested in that style, if it's what you're looking for or not. So I can click more like this, more like this. Now I've gone through that list and told GBT that those are the style of products that I want you to find. It's now going to go out there and perform that task. And the reason why it's so important to tell it whether or not those products were good or not was because you don't want it to go out there and do research and then give you a list of products that isn't what you're looking for. Remember, we're going to try and avoid digestible products because we're drop shippers. We don't want to take on the risk. We're going to want to avoid products where you put skincare on because we don't want anyone to get allergies. So we have to make sure that it's products that we can actually sell. And now you can see it says here, thanks, your final picks will be ready soon. So now it knows all that information. It's going to go out there and perform the full task. So guys, after 8 minutes, it's completed the task. And you can see here, it says top trending USA health and wellness products right now based on the product ideas that I picked originally. And it's saying that the Aura ring, which is obviously a big ecom brand selling this product, but it's a fitness ring. Essentially what this does is it tracks your sleep, your fitness, etc. Now, although this is found, remember GBT is using Google Shopping to find these ideas. Now you have to remember, most of these brands are going to be big brands that are selling these products. Now it doesn't mean that we can't sell them. We can find drop shipping alternatives. So the Aura ring is basically a smart ring. Now if I go over to AliExpress and type in fitness ring or smart ring, you're going to find the alternatives here like I just have. Now obviously you're going to want to go for the ones that have the best amount of sold. So this one's got 2,000, very good reviews. Now we're going to get onto the reviews a little bit later, but you are going to want to go for the ones that have the most orders, because that means that they're clearly making money for somebody if there's that many orders. Remember, people that order from AliExpress are either bulk buyers, they buy in bulk, or they're drop shippers like me and you that are buying. So they're accumulating that amount of orders. Now, in terms of reviews, I don't usually trust AliExpress, but we're going to get onto that a little bit later on. Even though GBT have given you big brand names in terms of products they're selling, you can always find the drop shipping alternative. It is super easy. Now, most of the products that it found were ones that I've already known about, but this one right here, this Nike Hyper Boot that it found is insane. I didn't even know this existed, guys. Like, I don't even know what this is, but you can plug it in and charge it. I have no idea what this does, but it looks cool, and it looks like something that would be designed as a dropshipping product very early. So I'm going to try and find this as a dropshipping product. It looks very cool. It's got the wow factor. It is expensive, but at the end of the day, I can see this being turned into a dropshipping product very quickly. So guys, before I move into the next part of today's video, I wanted to make a huge announcement. I've just reopened in over 1 year my one-on-one mentorships. You guys now have the chance again to work with me and my team on your dropshipping or e-commerce store on a one-to-one basis. This isn't group mentoring. This isn't a Discord group. This is just the best style, which is one-on-one mentoring. This is very exclusive and very limited to the next 20 people. If you want to apply for it, there'll be a link in the description. Now, don't apply for it if you're not serious, if you're not willing to invest in yourself. Don't waste your time. Only apply if you're willing to invest in yourself and you're serious about e-commerce and dropshipping. Now, you can apply as a complete beginner and you can also apply as a professional. With that being said, guys, let's get back to the video. Now, the second method is a paid method, but it's one of the oldest methods and it's always been proven to work. I still use it every single day and it still makes me find my most winning products, and that is using an ad spy tool. Now, my ad spy tool of choice is Winning Hunter, and what I do is I go to Meta Ads and I go onto week's biggest winners. It filters it by the brands that are making the most money. You can see here they've spent $1.2 thousand, they've generated $4,000, so it shows me this week which products are making the most money. Now, why is this method so powerful? You've got to remember, you're seeing real brands spend money on Facebook and make money back. And that's essentially what you want to see. A brand is selling a product, they're making money on the ad platform, and they're returning money back, which means their ROAS, return on ad spend, is positive. This is what we call statistical data, and this is the best type of data for us as dropshippers, because we're essentially going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be running our products on Facebook as well. So if we can see other brands making money with their dropshipping products, that is one of the best ways to know that your product is also going to make money. So what I like to do is go through the filters here on Winning Hunter, like week's biggest winners, European winners, USA big winners, scroll through all of these till I find a product that I look at and I'm like, wow, that's took me by surprise. I like the look of it. And then I do some more research. But essentially, any of the ones that come up here where it's showing a positive green light and the product revenue versus the spend is really good, then that's a really good sign. Now, this is one of the products that I found on Winning Hunter, and it's called the Smart Flex, which is a massage, heat, and red light support for your knees. So this is one of the ads and products that I found on Winning Hunter, and it looks like a good product to me. These are the ads that I found on Winning Hunter. You can see in the last 2 days, 9 days, they're running ads, and these ads are positive, making them money. So this is just a strategy that I used on Winning Hunter to find these ads. You can see here from 9 days ago, 10 days ago, 13 days ago, they're making money with these ads. So they're running ads very recently, which is what you want to see. You don't want to see ads being ran from a year ago because that makes no sense. So to me, these are positive signs. Now, before we carry on with the product research method, once you've found your product, then you're going to want to use a company called Team Drop as your supplier. So don't be using AliExpress or other platforms. You want to come directly to Team Drop by using my link in the pinned comment or in the description below. Now, this is my supplier that I'm using right now. And the reason why I love Team Drop is because you're cutting out most of the middlemen instead of going through loads of different middlemen and then getting your product. Now, how you know that is by when you go to their shipping lines, you can see you got 12 to 18 days, 8 to 15 days, 5 to 8 days. That means that it's coming directly from their warehouse to your customer instead of going from 3 different warehouses in China to then your customer, which is usually what happens with most middlemen suppliers. So my favorite thing about Team Drop is the amount of products that they have in their own warehouses in China, their shipping lines, and all of the other amazing features that they can offer. Now, if they don't have what you're looking for, then you can request to source it and they'll get you a quote within 24 to 48 hours. They also have a dedicated support team. So any issues that you have, whether it be sourcing or any issues with your products, you can message them on WhatsApp and they get back to you very, very quickly. So for those that are wondering what supplier I'm using in 2026, it is Team Drop, and I believe that they are the best at this current moment when it comes to dropshipping supplier and fulfillment. So make sure you guys use my link in the pinned comment and in the description below to get your free account. So the next thing that we need to do, guys, now we found a few products that we're interested in, is we need to now validate the product. Does it actually sell? Has it got any gaps in terms of marketing that we can exploit in terms of ways to sell it to customers? Is there any psychological ways that we can take advantage of? Now, the best way to do this, guys, is by checking the Amazon reviews. Now, we're looking for 4-star ratings and a good number of reviews. So you don't want to be going on Amazon and finding a product that's got barely any reviews. Now, you can see this one's got 4.3 stars, so it's above 4. Now, remember, we don't trust AliExpress. So this is where we trust. Now, we can also see it's got 288 ratings. So this is what we're going to want to look for. Now, the next thing that you guys are going to want to do is once you've found a listing on Amazon that has enough reviews, you can see this one's got 3,600. So I found another listing with even more reviews. The reason why is because we're going to use a Chrome extension called Amazon Reviews Extractor. Now, we're going to export 20 reviews. Now, if you have a paid account, it's up to you. I don't think it's necessary. You can export all of them. You're going to get better results if you do that. But I think at this stage, guys, you don't need it. Now, what you can do is you can do top reviews, all reviews. I always use all reviews. Now, once you've got this Chrome extension enabled, guys, it'll be linked in the Miro board. It's free to use, remember, guys, is you want to click Export Reviews. Now, the next thing that you guys are going to want to do once you've extracted those reviews from Amazon is you're going to want to open up a new ChatGPT window and you're going to want to turn it onto the thinking mode. Now, if you don't have the thinking mode because you're not on one of their paid plans, you can just use the basic mode. But if you want to get the best results, I would recommend the thinking mode turned on. Now, once you've done this, you're going to want to upload the documents that it's found. So you can see the CSV file that it's got me. I'm going to click open. I'm then going to paste this prompt here, which says summarize who's buying this product and give me 10 marketing angles based on this. And then I've given it the link to the product for some more context. And now once I've done that, guys, I'm going to click send. And then it should show you, once you've sent this message, the preview window of the CSV file so that ChatGPT can now read it. Now that will take a few moments, guys, to work because it's got to go through all of that information and then come up with the ideas. So whilst we're waiting, we're actually going to go back to Winning Hunter because we now want to find people that are selling the product. Not just this one competitor, but more people. Now, the best way to do this is use different search terms or phrases because not one's going to give you the best results. So I'm going to start with knee massager first and click search. Now, I would recommend that you add some additional filters to get rid of some of the noise that will come up, like this random honey bomb, which makes no sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the language to English. We're going to change website to Shopify, and then we're going to click apply, and it should get rid of some of the extra noise that we see. Now, just like that, guys, I'm able to find more ads being ran for the product. So you can see here one being ran by a page called Harry Morgan. So there's some ads there. If I scroll down, there are more ads by this brand here. So we can see there's more brands running the ads, and you can see this is from 1 day ago. Now, some of these ads aren't showing any great results. So we're going to scroll all the way back up and we're going to filter it from newest to winners and click apply. So now we're seeing ads being ran based on the winners. Now the issue with this is the date range. We can see these are from 500 days ago, which is a little bit too old. We want to see recent ads. So we're going to go back up to where it says date range, and we're going to change this to the last 30 days and click apply. So now we can see some ads being ran by pages that aren't the original page that we found that are making good money. So for example, this one here is from 23 days ago and it's making good money. There's this one here as well. There's this ad here being ran by another page that has made $3,000 yesterday and it's doing pretty well. And it's not the same page that was originally the one that I found it through. So this is more signs that this product is making other pages more money. Now, the commonality that I'm seeing within these different ads from these different pages is they're all using the same marketing angle or psychological angle to try and get customers, which is relieve knee pain. And it's the basic one. And we're going to try and find a unique way to bypass this competition by finding a unique angle. So if we go back to ChatGPT, you can see who is buying this product. Older adults, seniors. That's a good thing, which means they have more money to spend, which is what we want. People trying to avoid delay surgery, which is really important. And then it goes over why people are buying it, why they love it based on the reviews, what most people complain about in terms of the product itself, so we know what to avoid or what to say on our website. And then it gives us the 10 angles that we want to think about. So number one is delay the knife, knee saver, trying to avoid knee replacement, support your joints before surgery becomes the only option. That is an insanely strong angle to go from. And that's the type of angle that we want to be using through our ads to get a powerful message across. Again, if we go to Winning Hunter and we even delete the last 30 days to all time, so now we're only seeing the best of the best ads being ran for this product. I'm very sure that I won't see that type of psychological angle in the ad. So now these are the best ever performing ads. And if we read their headlines, we're not going to see that. So you can see here, this one says suffering from achy knees, bone on bone pain. This knee massager is a game changer. This smart massager device is spectacular. 3 clinically proven ways to deal with grinding knee, bone on bone knee pain. So that's probably the best one that I'm seeing so far. Now remember guys, these are winning ads. We're not seeing these type of marketing or psychology tricks being used. I don't really like angle 2. I think it's pretty weak. Angle 3, senior approved relief. If you're 78-year-old and can feel the difference in just a couple of days. So this is calling out the actual avatar. So I like this one because you're calling out who you're trying to sell to. So this one, number 3, is very good. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to choose which one I want to use versus which one I don't. I'm definitely going to want to use number 3, and I'm definitely going to want to use number 1. Number 3, I'm going to probably broaden it a little bit because if I scroll all the way back up, it was saying to me, my target audience is 60 to 80-year-olds. So I'd probably call out that whole age range and say, if you're in your 60s or 80s, this is for you. And just like that, guys, we've been able to find who our avatar is, how we're going to attract them by telling them that prevention is the cure, which is you're going to need this knee brace because it's going to stop you from getting knee surgery. So that's exactly what we're going to be using as our way to compete. Now, the next thing that we're going to want to do is tell this GBT that I'm going to be using angle number 1, which is the delay knee saver. I now want you to make me a Shopify website landing page copy. This is a competitor, and I've sent it the link so it understands the structure of the website we're going to be using, and I'm going to click send. So now it's going to create me the language we're going to be using throughout the whole website, which we're going to be doing in a minute. And it knows the tonality when we ask it follow-up questions. So you can see now it's built me the whole section for my website. So it's gone over why this is a game changer, who this is for, real users, how it works, who needs it. So now it's based out the frame. Now, if there's sections that we're going to want to carve out later, it's going to know the tonality. So we just say, make it for this section, and it will make it for that section. So it's important that we have this GBT ready throughout the video because we're going to go back and forth with it. So now we've found our winning product, we now need to build our Shopify store. And I'm going to be showing you how to do it by using the power of AI. We're not going to be using any paid tools. We're going to be using the free tools that I'm giving to you guys to get you guys stores that are going to look just like this. So can you believe this whole store was built with AI, free AI, and I didn't use any paid theme, page builder, none of that. It was all done with the native AI I'm about to show you. Now, the first thing that you guys need to do is sign up to Shopify using my exclusive link in the pinned comment and the description below. You'll know when you're using the right link because you're going to see my smiley face on the screen. So make sure you guys enter your email address by using my link. You're going to get 3 months for $3. So each month you're going to be paying $1. $1 on the first month, $1 on the second month, $1 on the third month, which equals 3 months in total, which equals $3, which is a great offer. Now, by you guys using my link, you're going to support me as a creator and I will earn a commission. But for the amount of value that I'm giving you guys in return, in my opinion, I think it's worth it. So make sure you guys use my link in the description to sign up to Shopify. Now, once you've done that, guys, you want to head over to my custom GBT that I've made for you, which is the section builder. And you're going to want to go to where it says pick me a brand name and brand kit. It's going to ask you what your product is, what niche is it in, what brand name or tones you want, what type of name do you prefer, and what color or mood fits yours. So I'm going to reply back and say knee massage, smart red light and massage. Then the niche that we're in is health. Then in terms of the brand name tone we're going to want to use, we're going to want to go for that scientific sound. And then what type of names do we prefer? I'm going to go with a one word. And then what color mood fits yours? I'm going to go for tech, as our product is technically a tech product. And then I'm going to click send. It's literally giving me the brand names here, which I really like, Neo or Next Knee. That sounds really good. So I'm actually going to go with number 2. It's even giving me my brand colors and my brand identity summary. And also my logos and symbols. It's giving me all that information. Now, the next thing that I've done, guys, is in this same GBT chat, I've said, make me a symbol plus text logo. So now what it's going to do is actually going to make me a logo based on all of my brand guidelines. And just like that, guys, it's made me this logo and it looks really, really good. Professional, perfect for my target audience. So now I can download this, crop it so that I can upload it to Shopify. Now, once I've got the logo, I'm now going to ask this GBT, make me Shopify sections. Now, once you've done that, you've initiated now the custom AI sections within the GBT. Now, we're not going to use the one that's given us. We're actually going to go to my store prompts that will be available once we've hit the light goal. And you're going to see the universal hero section. You're literally just going to copy this. Now, once you've copied the first one, you're going to paste it in. And then it's going to remake this section, but for our product. Now, it might ask for some follow-up information, but we've got it available that we can give it anyway. Now, you can see it's giving me the exact prompt that we can use, guys. So you can see here, it's giving me the full prompt. Now, the great thing here, guys, is what we can actually do is we can either use this prompt, and I'm going to show you what it will look like when I use this prompt. Now, what you can also do is you can actually feed this chat more information about your product so that it can actually give you better information. So what I'd actually recommend that you do, guys, is you copy all of this information the other chat gave you about the product, and then you paste it into this GBT, and then that way it's going to remake these sections, but with way better information. And now I've given it all of this information, it's given me a better prompt. So now it's actually used all of my information. So now what I can do, guys, is I can click this and copy, and then I can head over to Shopify, click add section, generate. And this is where we're going to use AI, use Shopify's AI. We're going to paste the prompt. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click send. And now with that custom prompt, it's going to generate a section that's going to have all the information in. It's going to have all of our brand colors. And all we're essentially going to need to do is add the image in. So all the images we're going to create ourselves with AI, and the best AI images you're probably going to see, we're going to do together. Now, what you could also do if you don't want to use that prompt from the sheet is you could go to one of your competitors. Let's say hypothetically, I really like this section here. I can go back to the GBT chat. I can upload a screenshot of that section from my competitor and say, I want this section, but for our brand. And then you're going to click send, and then it will remake that section, but for our brand guidelines and our product benefits. So now you can see it's actually made the prompt that's going to recreate this section, but for our product. So now I'm going to copy this. Now, whilst we're waiting for our sections to be built, we obviously need to generate our images for our website. So now we're going to be using InVideo image generation because we're going to be using Nana Banana Pro. Now, InVideo has the best settings to use this model. And if you sign up to InVideo, make sure you use my link in the description and in the pinned comment to get the best deal right now. But I use InVideo for all my images and all of my videos. So I'm going to be using it for both things in today's video. So I'm going to go to Nana Banana Pro. I'm going to call this one knee brace, and then I'm going to click create project. And then here you're going to be able to change the settings. So I'm going to do 1:1 square as that's better for Shopify. I'm going to change it to 2 versions. I'm then going to change the resolution to 2K. I'm then going to upload a reference image. Now the reference image that you upload, you're going to want to make sure it's basically a plain image background. So it's just of the product. That's the best one to get results. And then we're going to use my next custom GBT, which is going to be the image prompt generator. So you're going to click make me an AI image ad prompt. And then it's going to ask for your brand name, brand colors, product name, product description, 3 to 5 benefits. And the good news is we've already got all of that, guys, so we can just copy and paste it over. So I've just given it all that information. I've literally just copy and pasted it over from the other GBT. And now it's just going to ask me to upload an inspiration ad. So all I've got to do is upload an inspiration ad or an inspiration image, and it will remake it for us. Now, before I do that, guys, let me just quickly check back in with Shopify's AI and check this section out. This is the custom section that is just built for us, guys. And look at how good that looks. This was custom made, as you guys can see. And if I need to make any changes, I can manually come in here and make some slight changes. But without any changes being done, this looks insane. And obviously I need to change the image, and that's why we're now building out our images. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to create a section based on the inspo section that I gave it, which was from my competitor. So this print screen that I gave it, I'm going to be sending it that now, and now it's generating that section. So that way I can pick or choose which one I want it to make. So I've just sent it an inspo ad, and I said, here is the inspo ad. So now I've sent it the inspo ad, and I'll also give you guys a link to all the inspo ads that I've used throughout my whole career of doing this so that you guys can use them as well if you want to. So now it's given me the prompt. So where it says generate image, this is the bit that I'm wanting to use. So we're going to copy all of this to where it says final composition. We're going to go back to InVideo. We're going to paste this in, and we're going to click generate. So that's literally all we have to do to now get our custom images. Now, just like that, guys, it's made me that other section based on my competitor. Now, it's not a bad looking section. It's actually really, really nice. So I can either choose my prompt sheet section or the custom section from my competitor. But the good thing about this is you can do whatever you want. Now, obviously, to make these sections look better, I need to add my image. So let's see how our images look. Guys, check this image out. It's literally just made this image, and they both look amazing. My product looks completely correct, and the image has followed my brand guidelines. So now what I can do is I can click download. I can go to my editor. I can then go to where it says select image. I can upload an image. And just like that, guys, we now have the custom section with my custom image. And I can also change this one as well. So if I now want to choose between this section or this section, I can come up with the idea. But this is how we're going to make our branded look in Shopify. Now, I'm not going to do the whole page with you guys because it will take way too long. I've shown you an example of how it all works. I have actually made a full dedicated 1-hour video of me doing the whole store. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. But you guys can see the crazy results that you can get using this method for images and also for the sections. Now, the next thing is creating video ads that we're going to use for our Facebook ads or our TikTok ads. So now you've built the Shopify store using the method I just showed you. We now need to create video ads. Now, the easiest, simplest way to do this with automations is by using InVideo's AI automation tool. Now, I've actually got a video being generated right now, and I'll show you what the results are once the video is made. But I've used their automation tool where you literally give it a prompt, you upload an image of the product, you select an influencer, and it puts the whole ad together. And again, I'm going to show you what this looks like in the next few moments. But how I came up to get into this stage is I use my custom prompt that you'll get access to, where it's called the viral UGC script. and it creates it so that it's like this. And then essentially what you've got to do is paste it into InVideo and it will create the ad for you. Now you might be wondering, where is that prompt? That prompt will be in the sheet so you can get access to it. And then you just say to ChatGPT in the existing chat that you've been speaking to it with, because you've already got an existing chat with GBT where it knows your product, it knows your guidelines, it knows what you're selling. You send it the prompt and say, remake it, but for my product name. It will remake the whole prompt, but for your product. I would recommend that you upload a few images so it understands the full concept, and then it will spit out something like this in return. Then what you do is you take this prompt, you go back to InVideo, you use their AI V4 automation tool, you paste the prompt in, and then it's going to give you a video. And I'll show you guys what the video is in the next few moments.
Does your knee give out just a few minutes into the match? Quick steps, fast reactions, no hesitation. That is how you used to move. You played because it felt good, because it felt like you. That version of you is still in there. The game has not left you. Your knee is simply asking for support. Jumper's knee makes you feel older than you are. So you stretch, you ice, you rest. You tell yourself, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow comes, and the pain is still there. The Court Comeback Kit is designed to help you play with confidence again. It is a 3-in-1 knee recovery device that uses heat, red light, and gentle vibration therapy to help relieve discomfort and support healthy circulation. You strap it on and let it work while you relax. No appointments, no pills, no time away from the court. More than 10,000 players use it to stay mobile, active, and strong, to move with energy, to feel sharp again, to play the game they love on their terms. Try it today for 15% off with a 100-day money-back guarantee.
Now, there are other ways to make AI video ads. I'll actually leave a link in the description, the pinned comment, to some other methods that I use by using like Sora 2 or Gemini VO. Those are a little bit more hands-on. You do have to make the videos yourself, but you are using the power of AI. Those methods will help you create viral videos that will take you roughly a day to make. Now, in terms of how you promote the product, you're going to be running Facebook ads and TikTok ads. You're going to be running the store that we just built, the ads that we just built, the winning product that we just found, and you're going to be using the new Andromeda setup. So Facebook's come out with something called the new Facebook Andromeda update. I've actually made a whole video talking about how to use Facebook ads now with the Andromeda update. So I'm obviously not going to be speaking about it today because it makes no sense. So I'll leave a link to the video of that so you guys understand the new Andromeda update. You're going to want to use that strategy to run your Facebook ads. In that way, you're not going to be wasting any money. With that being said, guys, I've just shown you the new way to do dropshipping in 2026, the way that actually works for people like me, so you guys can just copy it. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you thought of this video in the pinned comment and in the description below.